Hello, guys. Well, happy Monday. Well, thank you guys so much for allowing me to dress up for you guys. I really, truly appreciate it. So, this is the big hat that we was working on yesterday, and I let you guys know that yeah, the people that follows me and watch my videos, remember I made these African dresses last year. So, this one has a corset back and I'm gonna do the 360, but remember I'm putting these dresses on myself. So when you're putting a corset back on, you have to, thread an individual and pull to tie it. So I just open it up pretty wide. It's probably a couple, it's probably real wacky in the back. And I just pull it together and tie it because it's not even secure down here. So I just did a couple just to put, just to try it on. So I'm gonna do a 360 and we'll come back and finish talking about it. So if it's crooked and all that in the back, I did it myself, guys. Just bear with me. It's not even laced right, okay? So I did the corset bralette, and this is a two-piece. I didn't connect it, so like if I ever wanted to just wear this top, I could. So I did a little maxi skirt, put elastic in it, oversized the skirt, and did a side split. So it's flowing all the way down to the floor, and I oversized it. And this fabric has no spandex. I did receive this African print. I think it's called African wax paper fabric because they have a lot of wax on it and it's like, feel like paper. You can go on Amazon and you put in African print fabric. So what I do, I put in 6 yards. So it's way cheaper than buying when you buy African print fabric from Amazon versus if I go to my local fabric store because it's such a popular fabric, they skyrocket the prices. Like their prices is way higher and you're not getting 6 yards. So I go on Amazon so I can get 6 yards enough to make me a dress and, different things like that. So I had revisit this fabric and saw that Amazon still was showcasing it. And I said, why not make beautiful hats? So I've been, working on these hats. So if y'all watched the video from yesterday, you'll watch it on how I made this hat. And remember, we're going to revisit this hat because this one is a little bit more heavier than the weight that I want to carry around on the hat. So I'm going to revamp it and do it again, but we're going to use some different materials. But overall, like me, I can wear it and stuff like that and pictures and stuff, but I'm just saying that I would like to perfect it and do it over and make it more lightweight, light as a feather, stiff as a board. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I really enjoy like making my little dresses and hats and whatever I do and then showing my creativity. Even though I'm not making a lot of stuff for people at this time, besides I'm working on the prompters. Okay, Gino, come on. You want to say hi? You need to put on you a hat. Mama gonna make you a hat. You gonna say hi? Gino, you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? You like my hat? Do you like the hat? You gonna say hi? Right here. Okay, could you sit right there, sir? Thank you, baby. They know you here, okay? They know it. They know you here. You the man of the house. So anyway, this is one of the dresses. I actually made 3 different dresses, African print dresses, because when I get to making something, I kind of go crazy. I kind of go crazy. So this is the hat. Okay. So y'all remember yesterday when I was talking to y'all and I told y'all that, somebody had said to me, the space that I got and the stuff I'm doing is, I shouldn't do it or whatever. Not verbatim, but the amazing thing. So I did the video yesterday. So this person read the comments and they came back with a beautiful apology. And he said that he didn't mean it like that, like the way that because a lot of time when you're reading something and there's so much negativity that goes around in the world and like it could be somebody really trying to showcase something or do something. And if you're sensitive, the internet is not for your stuff because, the person could say something to you and it'd make you drop off of social media. Like, oh God, because they even in the TikTok world, they even bully the disabled. It was a disabled couple that had their little motorized scooters and they was in a relationship and they were showcasing. These people even bash them. And I say, wow, you would even mess with the disabled. That shows how sick people can be. But anyway, he said he didn't mean it like that. And he's sorry that if he offended me with what he said. And I told him, thank you so much because yes, I was offended Because in my mind, I felt like you were saying that because I don't get the space, I shouldn't do it. So that's how I perceive what you were saying to me. So I appreciate you so much that you can listen at what I say and be like, okay, let me go back and say to her, that's not how I meant it. I meant that. So I truly appreciate that when, you can, have a little disagreement, but people can come back together and say, hey, if I hurt your feelings, well, what I said, I wasn't meaning it like that. I'm sorry. And I, like I told you in the text message, I greatly appreciate your comment because it did affect me. It really did kind of affect me. And a lot of times we don't want to get affected by certain comments and stuff, but everybody, we're human, so we got feelings. And sometimes people can say something and you be like, wait a minute. And there's a lot of bullying going on. And so a lot of times you will get out of your character to address a situation so that people know that's not nice. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because, another person might have heard that and they might have been their first time showcasing their stuff. And that probably would have triggered them not to even want to show it again. But there's a lot of, so on the internet, there's all type of stuff going on. And there's the negativity level of what's going on the internet. You'd be like, wow, they post so much negative stuff and, this, that, and, you got to navigate through social media. And sometimes it's depressing for me and I look at it from my TV. So I don't do Facebook. I don't do Instagram. I don't do TikTok. So I just do YouTube, Pinterest, and Etsy, because I put my still pictures on my Pinterest, so it's A. Marie Design or A. Marie Lace Wigs on Pinterest. So because sometimes your phones can lose data and you want to back up your pictures and stuff. So I take a lot of my stuff and put it over there, so I can always have those memories. Oh, I did this, I did that, I did that. So it's building a portfolio. So ever if you wanted to, you make it something, people like, can you do this? You can go back to your portfolio and go, oh, go check this out. So just showcasing the all around talent. But like I said, so much of that stuff that mentally I like, Lord Jesus. And once you look at it, it starts feeding it to you. So the violence in between couples and the deceit, it is like, oh Lord Jesus. So me and my sister was having a conversation and we was talking about, the marriage thing. And I say, now sis, with what's going on in the world, we say our prayers and different stuff like that, just manifesting and speaking things into our life. I said, we got to speak into life, Lord. The man I marry or, or however, let him be a non-violent man, let him be a man that's not a violence and stuff like that. And vice versa, women, pray for, we pray for ourselves too, because you could take a person that's probably non-violent and they can, do the unthinkable sometimes. So it is so scary. But it's like I told my sister, we got to speak that into existence, because a lot of these relationships, you're looking at it, they so cute and they got the big house and a car and a boat. And you look up the next day and boop, gone. So, just speak positivity over your life, so when you're manifesting things and a wife and, God, send me a faithful wife, a loving wife, a caring wife, send me a wife that, you would appreciate me to have, so just pray with whoever you pray for, or however you do it, so that you can surround yourself around the right people. And it's so much going on. And I promise you, when I go on the internet and I see the stuff that's happened, it terrifies me seriously. Like, oh my God, like, wow, I be completely terrified with the stuff that I'm learning on the internet. Like, oh Jesus. Yeah. So Lord, loose here. Yeah. Pray for that positivity on my life. And, and not just, praying for my partner. I got to pray for myself too, because we all sinners. I fall short too. So, you got to pray for that too. Tell us you got to watch that, because when you're doing real good, that's when the devil gonna come in and swoop right in and try to do what? Yep, you're gonna get on your family. Pray for your kids, pray for yourself, pray for your partner, pray for your family, just pray for that. So with that being said, this is the dress, one of the dresses that I made with this hat. And I appreciate you guys being here, mingling with me. I appreciate it so much. And to the gentleman, I definitely appreciate your apology. That was an amazing thing for you to do, to come back and own, you know, what you said, and verify it for me, because me reading it, I perceived it in a different way. So thank you guys so much. And with that being said, y'all make amazing things, but this is the hat, this is the dress. Okay, guys, talk to y'all later. Y'all know what design I love. I said it before, I love Carly B Designer, because he be having on them dresses that remember he had on that rose dress and that rose hat. So I'm gonna be making go big or go home stuff. So that's what once this prom dress get out of here and I get those things, because like if I got projects, I try to get my projects out before I go to touching my stuff. But yes, that's the stuff that I want to work on. So as of now, no, I'm still not doing orders. That was a family thing, grandbabies going to prom, so I had to step up and do it. But mentally, guys, I needed to disconnect for me, and work on myself. So I stopped servicing customers for anything. But behind the scenes, I'm still learning. I'm still being creative, and I'm doing things. And when I'm doing those things, I bring y'all on board to see what's going on, what designs I'm working on. And then mentally, when I'm better, then I can come back and be even greater. But a lot of times you got to know when to work on yourself. So a lot of times you could think that all the stuff going on, it's the people around you. And a lot of time it's you. So I realized I needed to work on me mentally. So I just had to unplug it. You know, you got some plugged up. You know what? This ain't working. I got to do something different. So you take it and you unplug the plug. And then when I come back to the public to service and make stuff, I got to come back way different. Because I realized that I'm a hands-on person. I give people one-touch access to me. But at the same time, when you're the creative director and you showing this, I put this on, I did this. If a person don't do what you do, it allows them to have questions. So even when I was doing the wigs, when I was doing a follow along with me, how far I got, it gave me more stress. And I know that I didn't say that right. Got a speech impairment, but it gave me more of that than giving the customer peace. So they didn't see the magic until it was done. And like I was saying, the dress that I showed to the mom. So on this mannequin, that mannequin is way taller, and that mannequin is probably a size 3. So she's size 3, she's tall, but instead of her boobs being like, you know, an average person drop down, the boobs is kind of way up here, you know what I mean? And they pointy. And her daughter, you know, is bigger than the mannequin, and the dress is made to expand. But when I put it on the mannequin, it's like almost like the things is falling out. So when I send this picture, it's like dead silence. Like, oh my God, I hope my daughter's boobs is not going to fall out. So I have to send her a follow-up text, be like, when I'm working on, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So when I be working, this first mannequin, she's my size, okay? So when I'm working on her. So I needed to expand so that I could sew on everything. So then I switch her to this mannequin, which is a lot more petite than her. This mannequin is my size. This mannequin is probably like a 3. So I needed to expand. I am a little bigger than her daughter, but what I was explaining to her is that I did her measurements, and that material that we're working on, that material has the ability to expand. So when you're sewing on those rhinestone panels, you need that fabric to expand to the most flexible, because if not, you sew it on and somebody try to if you take something that's spandex and sew something stiff on it, and if you don't let it expand, when they get ready to put it on, they're not going to be able to fit it. So when I'm doing these dresses, I might be working on a bigger mannequin that has the ability to expand. Then when I'm done, I put it on a smaller mannequin. But again, keep in mind, those are mannequins. Those are not human people. So when it get on a real person, it's going to fit totally different. But that one mannequin, I had her design for my body shape. So Sure Fit Design. So if you're a designer and you want your mannequin to fit you, you'll go. So my mannequin started out, the mannequin itself was a 12. So Sure Fit Design, they send you the pads for the breasts, the hips, the sides, and you pad it and you put it on and you put this cover on, so then you wind up getting your mannequin to fit your size. But I went a little further and I added the interface, and so that mannequin, when I'm doing draping, is specifically for my body shape. So but now I've lost weight. I've lost weight in the boobs, I lost weight here, I lost weight in my hips. So now that mannequin is a little too big, which, oh shit, that my waist was 36, no, my waist was 30 inches. So now my waist is down to 26 inches. Now that mannequin is too big for me. So I have to keep in mind when I put it on there, like this mannequin is bigger now. So I will have to, after I get it done, I will have to go back in and add darts and bring it in because it's going to be too big. So y'all remember with the weight loss, a lot of my clothes is too big. So that's what go on. When y'all see it on mannequins, it look one way. You see it on another mannequin another way, then you see it on a real person. But when you follow those measurements, so don't get alarmed when you see me put it on a skinny mannequin and you be like, oh my God, that don't look right. The titties is up here and the boobs is like they're falling out. So that's what I realized. So I told her, I don't want to send any more pictures. I need you and her to come and try it on for you to get it, because y'all will see a picture and be like, oh my God, look at that, because you're looking at it from a mannequin. So I always keep that in mind. The mannequin and you and the measurements, everything is different. So when I come back, I have to come back greater than what I was. And I have to have all my ducks in a row. I'm actually going to probably do an Etsy store or Pinterest store. And I'm not going to have that contact with people like that, because mentally I need to work behind the scenes. I don't need, it's almost like I feel like I'm monitored, because you study giving them steps, and if they don't understand what's going on, y'all going back and forth. So now I done sent them a picture that looks wonky. Now I'm on the phone trying to, oh no, don't worry about how it fit there. No. It's gonna, you know what I mean? Then I go into the convince mode, because now I done spooked the shit out of them. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that no more. When I make stuff, I'm gonna make stuff that I design. I'm not going to make something that somebody else did. So therefore, nobody can come and say, hey, make it like this. I'm the creative designer. Like, I designed this. Nobody made this. So nobody can't come and say, make it like this. The only thing I would do is make this in your size. But I wouldn't allow them to, because that's what be happening. When I be working with stuff and showing these pictures, it do me more harm than good. And I know y'all be wondering what's going on behind the scene. Trust your designer and just step out of the way, and then y'all can go back and forth. But that right there, when I do that, it hurts me more than it helps, because now I got to go into convince mode, trying to convince them that this is going to work. So not a good idea. I got to come back better. And then just the PO boxes and all that stuff, the shipping, everything had to be more professional. Even though I'm working from home, a lot of people work from home, but they have their websites, they have their stuff. Everything is professional. Yes, you could work from home, but put all your stuff professional, so it can be set up the correct way. I got too comfortable, and I was mailing stuff right out of the door. Turned the house into the trap house, but not in the illegal, not that type of way, but the trap house for the clothes, and the trap house for the head, and the trap house for this, and the trap, you know what I mean? And it was like, I'm not focusing, I'm not, you know what I mean? And not realizing that danger. And a lot of times you think you're dealing with a woman, you actually dealing with a whole man. And he playing his role with you. Yeah, I want the dress. And then after y'all going back and forth, and you really think you got a customer on a hook, and then they come out and say, I'm really not even no woman. I really don't even want no dress. I'm a man. And you know what else sometimes they say? And I'm married, but I like you. Go like your wife. Don't like me. But that's the stuff when you do these online business and you working from home, lines get crossed. So when I come back, I got to come back better. I got to come back secure. I got to come back right. So I probably don't even come back till I move. But mentally, I need it for my mental health, and just the adjustments that I'm dealing with in my own life. The loss of my son, I get in good moods, I get in bad moods, and sometimes I want to talk to people, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to be involved with people, sometimes I don't. But when you go through those swing moves, people don't understand that. So right now, I just had to go bloop, unplug it, because mentally, if they not understanding me, they'll think I'm weird. Like, oh, she doing some weird shit. No, I ain't doing no weird shit. I'm doing some mental health healing. So with that being said, I have to take care of myself first for me to be great for anybody else. And I realized that mentally I wasn't doing that. Right, Gino? I got to take care of you, Gino. Gino, you've been taking care of me, baby. So you guys have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Say doo.